up, world?
What's up, you guys?
It's your girl, Brittany.
And Dory.
And we are
Brittany and Dory.
So first and foremost, happy VLOGMAS.
Yeah.
Is it must or miss?
VLOGMAS, like Christmas. VLOGMAS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. VLOGMAS. Yeah, we must vlog, okay?
At this point, it's technically day 2 of VLOGMAS because today is December the 2nd. However, we just have a lot going on.
As always.
With work, getting ready for baby's 30th birthday, with just everything. So, with that being said, we are recording this for you today. You are going to see it today. And we about to jump into these Q&A questions that we had y'all submit to us last week. Mm-hmm. So, you ready for this? Yeah. First of all, some of y'all be wanting to know too much, but
I be like, let's tell them.
At this point, it's like, y'all want to know that bad, like, y'all eventually find out. So, yeah. Question number 1. Do you all plan on having kids or plan to add to your family?
The answer is yes. So we plan on having kids. I plan on having the first baby, and then Brittany eventually will probably have the second baby, but we definitely want to add to our family. And hopefully soon.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
On God's timing, whenever
we're ready, and when everything is in place for us to be able to add to this family.
Right. So, baby like to call y'all family. Mm-hmm. So some of y'all gonna be some cousins, some aunties, whatever y'all want to call yourselves at some point. Hopefully we are blessed in order to start a family.
Yeah.
Question number 2. Would y'all consider moving out of Dallas? If so, where and why?
Well, number 1, we don't plan on moving out of Dallas.
Right. We just bought a house like a year and a half ago.
Unless, we get bigger and better job offers. Maybe.
Or no job at all.
Yeah, that too. And honestly, if I was to move out of Dallas, I mean, honestly, I don't have anywhere I would want to move right now. But I would say, I wouldn't be opposed to moving back to Oklahoma City if something happened. I don't want to move back to Oklahoma City, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. Like right now, that would be the only place I'd be like, okay, maybe I'll move back to Oklahoma City just because of family. Like that would be the reason. But I mean, obviously, I'm not going to move to Oklahoma City. We're not going to move to Oklahoma City because there's nothing there for us other than our family. So like right now, there's no other place on the table.
Yeah.
There's no place at all. So
truthfully, Oklahoma's not even on the table.
No, it's not on the table.
It's not. I mean, I know Dory would love to be closer to her family, but it's really it's a 3-hour drive for us. And the way I feel is if something happens or we need to get there, it's literally a straight shot on the highway to get there. But living in Oklahoma City, it's just...
Yeah, it will only be because of family. It'd be the only reason why. But other than that, I have 2 friends that live in Oklahoma City now. Everybody else is gone, so it wouldn't be a reason.
Yeah.
So, no. Dallas is where we at.
Yeah, Dallas is where we at.
Dallas is fun now.
If the Lord says differently, you already know we're going to be there.
And we'll take y'all with us.
Yeah, y'all going to be where we at anyway. But we some Southern gals.
Yeah.
All right, question number 3. What's your favorite quality about each other? You want me to go first?
Go ahead, baby.
I don't know. You got some stuff that should be the next question. What's my least favorite quality about you? But it is really easy for me to say my favorite quality about you. I would probably say it's just it's your loyalty for me. Like, you ride for me through thick and thin, no matter what. Mm-hmm. Like you are the utmost loyalist person I know. Mm-hmm. And to me, that's my favorite quality. Like, I don't ever feel like you would ever betray me, talk behind my back, do me dirty, like commit adultery. Like, that's just not a quality that I've ever seen out of you. Like, when it comes to like family, friends, work, you're just loyal. So that's my favorite quality about you.
Thank you, baby. What's your least favorite?
No, I'm gonna let you answer first, because if you answer sweet, I might change what my least favorite thing about you is, but yeah.
Well, I would say my favorite quality about you is just like how caring you are. I feel like you're caring with me, with your family, with your friends. Like you're probably one of those people that always check on people, especially right at the right time. So I like, you know, like that's probably like my like favorite quality about you.
All right, now since I answer first, my favorite quality, you have to answer first. What's your least favorite quality about me?
I think my least favorite quality about you is how like snappy you are.
Woo.
Like you're like, they probably have heard me say this on videos a few times, but babe is like her patience. Like that's one of the things she has to work on is her patience with certain, like especially with, I would say with me, even with like your family too. Mm-hmm. Like you so quick to be like, why, you know, and I just feel like, you know, just like take it back a little bit, because I don't know if it's like because you're so passionate about certain things or just how certain things are supposed to be, but I just feel like you gotta figure out a way to handle people, you know, especially me.
You like a baby. You want to be
I need to be, babe.
You want to be a baby. No.
I need to be handled.
No, you don't. Not all the time. I think that's the problem. I feel like, okay, let me just go ahead and answer mine, because it's obviously they go hand in hand.
Okay.
So my least favorite quality about you happens to be that you just don't.
You better be careful with it.
It's like you're not detail oriented.
Okay, I'm not.
So I think because I am,
yeah,
it sends me. But it could be, but I just feel like I don't know. It's one of those, I think that's probably going to be like what we work on in our marriage to the end of time, because it's like.
We got to meet in the middle.
Yeah, we have to. But.
Don't say I don't. Don't say I don't be trying.
So all I want to tell them, you came to me and said, hey, do you need help with anything? Because I'm in the bathroom. We just got off work.
And that was me actually trying to come at you, like, you know, I could have came and sat on this couch and not did anything.
Like you normally do?
I would have normally did, but I'm working on myself.
Okay.
So I literally was like, baby, is there anything you need me to do?
Okay, so then I'm obviously setting up our camera.
Even though I just finished making your dinner.
No, it's still
cooking, but don't get me wrong now, okay? I want to point that out, baby.
But that's besides the point, because you asked me, do I need help with anything? Okay. I just said, can you fix the pillows? Like last night we went to bed or whatever. So she literally takes 3 pillows. Mind you guys, we have a slew of pillows. She takes 3 pillows and barely makes them look decent. And I come out here and I'm just like, did you even try? Like at this point, why even ask if you're not going? And she's like, well, do you want to do the video or do you want to discuss the pillows? And I'm like, well, I actually want to do both, because at this point, I need you to like, what's the point?
All right, I got you, babe.
Thank you.
All
but
right.
I'm gonna work on me. I'm gonna work on my approach with you. Promise?
Yeah.
Come on.
I always stay working on myself every single day. Yeah.
All right. What's the next question? How did you know each other was the one?
Okay, I'll go first because I feel like we get this question a lot. I probably have answered it
a million times
in different ways. But honestly, I would just say, like, I mean, it's one of those things that people just know. And I feel like when in this relationship, I would have did anything and everything possible to make it work or make it be what it is. So I didn't care who I hurt or offended during this. It was just like, you were my main focus. And I just knew that there's like, one thing about me is that I lose focus easily, and that's something like this relationship has never been anything that I just knew I had, like, it just had to work. You know what I mean? It worked for me, and I loved everything about you, and I just wanted like you. It's just like one of those things where they say, when you know, like, I really strongly believe that. So I just knew. It's
so crazy because you're a Sagittarius, and I guess like a trait of Sagittarius, and I'm not really into like,
I know what you're gonna say.
What? I'm not really into horoscopes, but I remember reading about your trait early. What do you think I'm about to say?
That we get bored easily.
Yeah. So,
and it's true.
It is. But so that was one of my biggest concerns about you when I first started talking to you. Number one, I didn't want to talk to anybody straight. Number two, you lived in Oklahoma. Number three, honestly, it's like, I don't know. I just was not 100% sold on, do I want to do this or not again.
She wanted to do this. She wanted to do this, okay?
But what I will say is, it's like, I don't know how you were able to do it, but you just never like made me doubt. It was like when I was in Oklahoma City, like I couldn't tell if you had friends or not because it was just me and you. Like, and then when I wasn't there, it was like you were trying to be here every weekend. So
yeah, and I think too though is that, you know, like I try to tell people that start in relationships like to pay attention to red flags. I don't know if you saw red flags with me, but I didn't really feel like I saw red flags with you.
What?
But I'm just saying though, like I just didn't feel like I saw, you know, like when you start dating people, of course people are going to have problems and there's certain things that you feel like they should work on or maybe they could do better. But sometimes you can't always have like that 100%.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you had like 90% of everything I wanted.
I could guess the 10% and I'm gonna leave y'all to guess the other. But at the end of the day, it's just like
and it's probably the same for me.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like there were some things I'm like,
I don't know about this.
I don't know. To counter, it's just like the time I spent with you was unmatched. When I was back here, I wanted to be there, or I wanted you to be here. And then honestly, when you would talk about moving to Dallas, I would be like, okay, like this is like for real. Like,
I think we wanted the same things too in life. So, you know, I just feel like it's just really a mindset too, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not even more so knowing that, like, you're the one. It's just a mindset of knowing what I want.
Right. And then articulating what you want. Because, I mean, I feel like early on, a lot of people can save themselves a lot of time. If you just say, like, hey, this is
what I want.
Right. These are my criteria. Are you going to be able to meet those?
Yeah. But did you say how you knew I was the one?
I mean, I basically said, like, when I was with you, like, that's all I wanted to do. Like, I mean, I was ghosting people. I'm talking about
same.
Ghosting. And where I was at that time, like, I already knew I wasn't ready for a relationship again. Like, I wasn't trying to be in a relationship. So
I would say the same thing.
Yeah. So it's like when you know that you're not ready, but then I say God like presents you with something that you've been asking for and you're not looking for it. I think that's when you are supposed to, you know, take the chance. Because like I said, we weren't looking for each other. So I think that's what kind of made it like, hey, where'd you come from? Like, what?
It's kind of weird when you think about it.
Yeah.
That's all. Like, that's weird.
Especially, like, if you haven't, go back and just watch our original How We Met story. Like I said, we knew each other before we ever started to actually talk. Yeah. So to end up where we are now, like sometimes I wish we could go back to like the, you know, the beginning stages and stuff like that. But one thing
Did you do anything over?
Probably not. Honestly. I mean, I take the good with the bad. Like where we're at now, everything we have, everything that
probably because of everything.
It's like we had to, like we went through a lot early on, like with friends and family, like who didn't really want us to talk to each other. So, and it's not because we were bad people. They just felt like, no, like y'all are two good people as individuals. Like I don't know, like we don't want y'all to like mess each other up by trying to talk to each other, and we still did it.
Yeah.
So
nobody stopped us.
Nobody. All right. That was a lengthy one.
It was good though.
It was. It was. And like I said, y'all ask us that a lot, but honestly, if you're out there talking to somebody, if you see red flags, run. Run.
No. Yeah.
And you didn't really have that many red flags. You had a few though. Anyway, question number, well, I guess this is question number 5 or number 6, so I don't know at this point. Have y'all ever broke up?
No.
No.
We've never broken up. But can I tell this one story, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were engaged, and one night Brittany upset me over something.
I ain't upset her. She never say upset. I pissed her off.
Yeah, she pissed me off.
But this is how minuscule is. She don't even know, like, do you even remember? So
I remember it was about someone.
Oh.
It could have been about a text message or how you handled a message or handled someone that I didn't like. Like, not that I didn't like, but I didn't like how you did it. And it made me mad. So I think that, you know, it started off like we were in bed, you know what I mean? And a certain thing was brought up, everything was fine, and then everything went left. And maybe, you know, like, you know how I do when I get mad. So I think that, like, you probably, I can't remember exactly how it just happened, but like when you do get mad, then you get mad. You know what I'm saying? So it turned into a huge fight. And honestly, I think you went into the other room. So me being Dory, and not even me being Dory, because I really don't even act like this, but I just felt like I wanted a reaction. And I left the house. And in my brain, I was like, okay, where am I going to go? Am I going to go to, what hotel am I going to go to? I don't fool with anybody. I don't fool with anybody, but I just didn't have anywhere to go. And one thing about me and Brittany's relationship is that we don't put other people in our business. No. And that's a big thing that I think people need to know. And that's just growth in all. Like, nobody will ever really know that we have anything going on. So I wouldn't have been the person to be like, hey, can I come stay at your place? But honestly, I didn't know where to go. But still, I was thinking like, you know, I'm going to get a room or stuff like that. But I just wanted her to call me back and just be like, come home. And that's one of the things, you know, I'm wrong for wanting that reaction. But, you know, sometimes that's just me saying like, baby, I just want you to just like,
chase me.
And that's probably it's probably a problem for me. I just want to be chased sometimes. So,
and I ain't chasing because I did not call or text.
And I probably called her, like, you know, when I got home, I think I made her get back in the bed I think I made you get back in the bed.
You always do.
Or I let you sleep in there. I don't remember. But now when we get into arguments, like, Brittany does this thing where, you know, she might go sleep in another room. Sometimes, very rare. But,
and mind you, it's never a sleep in the other room. I will just
never
go
slept
to
in
the
any
other room
since we've been in this house, though.
Huh?
We've always slept together.
Yes, like, because if we have a disagreement, because I think they say in marriages you shouldn't call them arguments. You should call them a disagreement.
Yes.
So whenever we have disagreements, there are some times where it's just like I don't want to be in your face and I want you to be in mine, so I'm just gonna go to the other room. But in this particular case, if you know Dory, like,
you better get in this bed. Bedtime, okay? You can be mad, you ain't gotta touch me, but I need you to be in the same room as me. And
it's like she will like stay on my phone, or she'll come to the other room and be like, okay, so I can't go to sleep, I need you to come to the room, like, and I just be like, girl, go on. Like,
because I feel like in the marriage, like, we're never really gonna have space, so like, why? Let's not try to create that,
right?
Like, don't get me wrong, like, the space is not needed, but I don't really feel like it is needed in a marriage. I just feel like this is what we said I do for. So at the end of the day, if you need some time, like, yeah, go to the other room, but
go to the gym,
like go for your brain, like, go outside, take a break from just indoor energy or whatever. But
sleeping in separate beds,
like that's just we're not doing that. Like, we're not, like, there's no throwing you on the couch, there's no throwing you in the other room. Like, when it's time to go to bed, I want you in the bed with me no matter what.
And she for real, because she'll be like, she will literally text me and be like, okay, when you coming to bed?
Yeah, so. But we've never broken up. I just feel like we're too old for that. And honestly, like, we're not playing those games with each other.
And we never had. Like, that's just never been our relationship.
Yeah.
Like I said, minus like a few arguments. Like, I wouldn't say we don't argue, because obviously if I'm snippy and Dory's not detail oriented, then of course we're gonna have disagreements in our marriage, or we're gonna have like days where there's friction. Or we're both women. I think one of the questions on here, we're both women. So, like, babe can almost tell when I'm about to be on my cycle, vice versa.
That's so funny.
What?
Because whenever you was in the room, because obviously we was on our way, today when we were on the way home, And I said, so he's like, can you just let me talk and not cut me off? So when you told me that you came on your cycle, I was like, I want to be like, yeah, that explains you snapping at me earlier. Or just a couple of.
But I don't. I just be like, oh, like, girl.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Next question.
Okay. Does Brittany cook?
Do I cook?
Yeah, when I tell her, like, I don't want to cook or something, or sometimes I'll be like, I have a long day, and she'd be like, oh, I'll cook, babe. So you definitely cook.
Yeah.
Definitely
now,
can
not
cook.
only do I cook, but can I cook?
Yeah, just saying.
Okay, I just want them to know, because I think
you
obviously
can cook and you do cook, but I honestly, like, I just feel like that's my role in this marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like,
I'm definitely not going to take that role away from her, because I have been spoiled.
Yeah. I think you know you're spoiled now. Like, you are spoiled.
Yeah, but you are spoiled with house stuff too.
Yes, I am. But like, I do cook. So that is my role. So I don't want my babe to cook. Like, I love cooking. Like, but that's just me. That's my, like,
yeah.
Like, that's my way of, like, taking care of you.
I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, your girl can cook.
Yeah,
don't get it twisted. I can definitely cook. Next question. Are we doing anything for Christmas? In short, no. In long, Dory's gonna be cooking for Christmas.
Yeah.
If my family or whatever, or her brothers want to come over, that's just what we're gonna be doing. But
we will be home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all remember, but last year I spent my very first Christmas away from my family, and when I tell you, I'm not gonna lie, I was low key kind of sick.
Mm-hmm.
Just really sad, because in all of my life I've never been away from my family. So I actually am excited for us to start our own tradition of us having Christmas at our house. So if my family wants to come over and be a part of that tradition, then they are more than welcome.
But same as my family, like, if they want to come down or come over and be a part of that tradition,
we have the space. So
yeah, but the rest of our Christmas will be in our home, period. Unless I decide to go to Oklahoma City, we decide to go to Oklahoma City. I'm just saying, though.
No.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story time.
It is.
It is a story time of why we have decided to have Christmas at home.
Why have we?
Because I felt like, like, the thing is like, Thanksgiving was your holiday, and I think that, like, in your family, y'all are so, I don't know the word to say, but y'all just, like, y'all are big on holidays. Y'all are big on family. And not saying my family's not big on family, because we are, but, like, at the same time, and you might feel different, but at the same time, like, like, we gotta have, like, Christmas at your house. No, I mean, we have to have Thanksgiving at your house. Like, you guys gotta do this Christmas themed breakfast and stuff like that. Like, that's you guys' traditions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to create my own tradition. I'm not gonna, but, like, obviously, like, Thanksgiving, that's your mom's thing, like, I'm down for it. You said it's a favorite holiday. That's what you want our tradition to be, so that's what it is. But in this, like, I'm going to pick something, and that's what I decided. Like, before when we started dating, you said Thanksgiving is yours. I said Christmas is mine. So we'd be with my family for Christmas. But my family always late having dinner. Another thing is that I'm put y'all on blast, but my family only my sister has visited my home and my brothers or whatever, but my other sister works a lot and she has a lot going on, has a baby, so she hasn't had the time to come to Dallas. And then my mom didn't really travel or really get around, and she called me today, asked me about a train ticket to get to Dallas for Christmas. I thought I'd call her back later, but I kind of have boycotted going home for Christmas because they have not came here to see our home. So, and we go to Oklahoma quite a bit to go visit them. So I'm boycotting them. But me and Brittany, we kind of go back and forth. And I'm like, no, you know what? This Christmas, we staying at home. I don't care. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying at my home.
So then
period.
So then I asked Babe, I said, okay, I understand we gonna stay here, but, like, does that mean that I shouldn't go by my parents' house in the morning? Like, because I know you said you not going.
I'm not going anywhere. If I'm not going to go see my own family too, like, I feel like we supposed to split up our holidays, and I feel like, at this point, I'm like I'm going to see your family, but it's like I'm doing 2 traditions for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, and I just kind of feel
but
like,
I guess my question is, do you not want me to go to my parents' house on Christmas morning?
No, I would never tell you not to go to your parents'
I know
house on
that,
Christmas
but do
morning.
you feel like because it's technically your holiday, I shouldn't?
No.
No, what?
I don't feel like you.
You feel like you would be okay
I
if
would
I
be
went by
okay.
there?
Yes.
Or
Like I'm gonna feel probably wrong that I'm not going, but
you gonna put your foot down?
I'm gonna put my foot down because you're not gonna get both holidays.
It's not even getting a holiday. If you cooking for everybody and we just going over there to open up presents, you really want to miss Katie Bug open up presents?
Okay, baby, let me just be how I am.
I ain't trying to persuade you. I ain't trying to
okay?
persuade you. I just want to make sure, you know.
But at the beginning, we said we was gonna have Christmas here. We ain't going nowhere. That's what the plan was.
Okay,
from the
and
jump.
then
So I'm sticking to what the plan was.
all right, next question. I understand, baby love. All right,
Family, don't feel no kind of way. I love y'all. I love the bonds, you know. But I just had to stick to what the plan was. And if we ain't going to Oklahoma City to see my family, I ain't moving from this house.
Okay.
But I'm boycotting my family.
What number we on? I don't know what number we're on.
Matter.
At this point, it doesn't matter. But the next question is if you haven't read it, 5 Love Languages is a great book. One of the 5 love languages is words of affirmation. What would you say to one another besides "I love you"?
Go ahead.
I think the best way for me to show and tell Dory I love her without saying I love her is ever so often I like to tell her, like, I see you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and when I say I see you, it's like, despite me being a nitpicker, despite me being like very detail oriented, like, I see what you do for this household. Like, I see you work the same amount of hours I work and still come home and cook for me every day. Like, I see the love you give me. I see the loyalty, affection, honesty you give me. So sometimes instead of me saying I love you, I like to tell her, like, I see you. Like, I'll be like, I see you, baby.
Well, mine is I need you.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you, because I feel like those two, sometimes people say, you know, I don't need anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta, like, you know, like, but I feel like I need you in my life. You know what I mean? So, and it's always good, I feel like, sometimes to be needed. Mm-hmm. And it's always a good feeling to be wanted, you know? Mm-hmm. So I just feel like, you know, I want you here. So I feel like that's like maybe another way, like, you know, me just telling you, baby, I want you. You know, or I need you, or why are you smelling so big?
Oh no, I get that Kool-Aid smile. I get that Kool-Aid smile. I can't help it.
But yeah, I just feel like those would be my 2, other than saying like I love you.
Okay, so y'all know I like to keep it light. So now we're about to do a quick Q&A, and it's called Intimate Q&A.
Okay.
So question number 1 for you, Noe.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to pick, would you rather me be on your neck or be on your ear?
I would rather you be on my neck, but I would want you, like, when you are on my neck, I would like you to just, like, kiss me softly.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, sometimes people might, like, just throw in a little bit of roughness there, too, though. You know what I mean? Like, kiss me softly. But, you know, I don't want dry kisses. You know, you probably want dry kisses. You probably want them just lit. I want wet.
Yeah.
Like, wet me up.
Because the way you lick my face.
Wet me up.
Sit me.
Wet me up.
Wet you up?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's enough.
She get a little nervous.
Stop what you're doing, hit the subscribe button. And if you've been subscribed, then you've been riding with us. Ain't nobody gonna hold you down like I do.
Stay true to you like I do.
Spoil you like I do.
Adore you like I do.
Clean for you like I do.
Cook for you like I do.
Ride it down with you.
Ride it down with you. And that's why I said I do.